Just like that, Loki qualified. Oh, he lived up to the hype. Cash money. Let's go. It's from Church Hill down. He has punched his ticket. What?
There you go.
King Havoc qualifying for the finals big open.
A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
That was a tremendous all-around game. Their intensity was there, and their production was right there along with it, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Anthony Simons out there with R.J. Hampton. Then it's Steven Adams. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Dimes in at the three. Here's Neto. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And with every new NBA season, Grant, it's always fun to see which players have a breakout year.
NBA, it seems like guys always have breakout years. Usually we see it with the younger players, but sometimes it's with guys who've been in the league and are now in new situations. Last year, we saw breakout seasons for Darius Garland, Jordan Poole, and Tyrese Maxey, just to name a few.
Here's Neto. Outside Maxey. Pass to Carroll. Here's Maxey. There's the three. They get it again. Middleton. Nice D from Durant.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
No good on his first attempt of the game.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Now Gafford. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. To the right side. Here's Carroll. Back to Neto. Here's Carroll. Pass to Neto. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Hampton. Neto's shot is off.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Dimes can't get it to go. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
At the line for your Wildcats, Raul Neto. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Dimes. Now Simons. Here's Hampton. Now here's Adams. 6 on the shot clock. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Now here's Adams. And he converts the layup.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Carroll. he takes that one up and powers it through.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Dimes. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pulls it. Hampton's shot is good.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Pass to Neto. Maxey with it. Back to Neto. Launches a three. It doesn't go for him. So the Barons will take it the other way. Now Simons. Nice D from Gafford.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Now here's Middleton. Right side Maxey. Shoots over Simons. And too long on the shot.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Pass to Dimes. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile one drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Here's Carroll. Pass to Neto. Down low. Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Here's Neto. Clock at 6. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Pass to Hampton. Adams. Great positioning on the putbacks.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. And with the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Here's Neto. He has 6. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. Here's Dimes. The lead is 2. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
So both teams changing it up here. Şengün against Middleton. Lets it go from deep. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. Carroll's got his second basket of the game.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Pass to Hampton. With the drive. The rebound by Eubanks. Now here's Maxey. He's covered closely. From 10 feet away. And he connects with a jumper.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Pass to Simons. Here's Hampton. Here's Adams. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Baltimore trailing here. Pass to Dimes. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Flynn. Here's Carroll. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Right wing. And here's Simons. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Şengün passes to Simons. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Maxey. Simons' shot is good.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
And now, your dance team. Fans, your dance team.
Hauser, he's checked in for Baltimore. Man comes in for Hampton. Now Maxey. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Prince. Just 5 on the clock. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. And here's Simons outside. The rebound by Eubanks.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Here's Prince. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And you watch
Second
Taurean
team foul.
Prince and how valuable he is to his team for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Taking
He
two shots.
defends at a high level, and he can really stretch the floor.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Pascal, he's checked in for Adams. Good on both. Here's man. Simons outside. Back to man. Pass to Pascal. Simons outside. Şengün with it. 6 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. So it's the home team now.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Here's Pokusevski. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And the improvement of Tyrese Maxey's three-point shot from his first season to second year, just unprecedented. He improved by over 12% with a huge increase in attempts as well.
Pass to Maxey. Here's Eubanks, defended by Şengün. Back to Maxey. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries. And for a player with the speed and quickness of Maxey, Grant, leveling up that three-point shot changes everything for him.
Oh, so true, B.A. It becomes pick your poison with him. And it put him in a conversation last year for most improved player.
Here's Hauser. Here's Pascal. They grab their own miss. Here's Şengün. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Baltimore, Alfred Şengün. At the line for 2.
First one falls. Toppin, he's checked in for Eubanks. Both shots good from the stripe.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Pass to Prince. And here is Maxey. Shoots over Simons. And it's Maxey missing. On the wing, Simons. Driving in. Count it. Good. Simons gotten his second bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Maxey. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Here's Prince. Toppin outside, out to the right wing. Here's Flynn. Here's Maxey. Oh, he drilled it. He's shooting 3 for 8 from the floor.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Simons outside. Points. That one goes. Simons got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Barons up 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Get ready for your dance team.
That's good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Baltimore.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And, boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
We've got Maxey topping out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Raul Neto, and it's Carroll in at the 3, the small forward. Back to Neto. Pass to Maxey. Here's Carroll, the 3. Hampton grabs the board. And for the Barons, they've got Eric Paschall. Hampton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Williams in at the 3. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Pass to man. Outside, Williams pulls up, high post. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the Barons, Zaire Williams. Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Steven Adams checked in for Paschall. And he's good on the second. Now here's Maxey. Pass to Carroll. Outside Maxey. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Here's Hampton. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Man. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Man's got his second basket of the night.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Gafford. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Hampton. Back to Durant. Picked it. Here's Maxey. Takes the 3. Here's Gafford. Nice work on the boards, paying off for the basket.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here's Durant. And that's going to be a travel.
You're not going to be perfect. For the most part, they've really taken care of the ball.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Toppin. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Neto. 6 points for him. Can't get it to fall. Baltimore leading. Here's Dimes. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul, third team foul. Shooting for Baltimore. Barker, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Carroll. Back to Neto. He shoots it. This shot by Carroll. No good. Here are the Barons with the ball. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Here's Adams. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. The opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Well, you love when Steven Adams shows his strength. Even with the defense in his grill, he finds a way to score.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Gafford.
Steven Adams. 1 shot.
And Adams no good on that one.
You know, sometimes we bemoan the lack of physicality in the league these days. That is not something that applies to Mr. Steven Adams.
And here comes the break. And he goes in for the dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here are the Barons with the ball. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Here's Carroll. He's got 6. Adams grabs the miss. Outside Durant. The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got 4 rebounds now. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Here's Hampton. Neto grabs the miss.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Oh, a beauty. Aggressive move by Middleton. Slamming it in to make a statement.
Pass to man. Here's Dimes. Clock at 6. Here's Hampton. It's deflected, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Flynn, he's checked in for Neto. Here's Flynn. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
First team foul. At the line for your Wildcats, Malachi Flynn. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Simons is checked in for man. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Maxey against Simons. Here's Hampton. Pass to Dimes. 6 to shoot. To the wing, right side. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that on Chris Middleton.
15 foul. At the line for Baltimore, Barker. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pass to Carroll. Now here's Maxey. Here's Eubanks, defended by Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Maxey, looking to get back on track. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Simons.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Middleton with it. Durant covering. Middleton, no good. Baltimore leading. Simons outside. It's Hampton on the wing. The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
There's Simons with a 3. Rebound by Middleton. Pass to Maxey. Here's Eubanks. Maxey with it. Uses the glass on the layup. Maxey's got 9.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Back to Simons. Fires the 3. No good. He's missed 5 of his 8 attempts.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Simons outside. Pass to Dimes. Here's Hampton. Şengün with it. Inside. Here's Dimes. Carroll with the rebound.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Maxey, that's good. 11 points in the game.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Now a timeout called by Baltimore.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Pass to Hauser. Simons outside. Şengün against Topham. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got 8.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Outside Maxey. Here's Prince. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. Over to the wing. To the paint. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got 4 points this quarter.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Outside Maxey. Here's Flynn. Pokashevsky in the post. Pascal defends. Shot clock at 6. Prince down low. And the basket is good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Hauser. Back to Simons. Launches it. They get it back. Şengün. And he makes it on the layup. He's got 12.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Here's Flynn. Pass to Prince. And here is Maxey. Here's Pokashevsky, and that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
I'll tell you, this is the aggressiveness this coaching staff has got to be thrilled to see from Pokashevsky. You're a 7-footer. You've got all the offensive skills. Make sure you're contributing on the glass.
And it's Simons missing.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Here's Prince. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Prince has gone 1 for 4 from the field. Pass to Simons. Over Maxey. And there's Simons. That one's good. On the assist by Hampton.
R.J.
Simons has got 8.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Pokashevsky. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Prince with the bucket. Prince has got his second bucket of the game.
High activity, challenging the heart of the defense. Torian Prince is not afraid to mix it up.
Pass to Hauser. Now Şengün, guarded by Toppin. Now Pascal. Now here's Simons. Maxey covering. Maxey against Simons. Here's Hauser. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Flynn. Pass to Prince. Here's Maxey. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
For your Wildcats, Tyrese Maxey at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. That one drops. He ties it up. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, how would you characterize the intensity level in that first half?
Yeah, no, it's pretty intense. You know, both teams are getting after it defensively. Nothing's going to be easy, so it's the way it's supposed to be.
Hopefully it continues in the second half. Thanks.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Looking at the Wildcats, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. They've got Chris Middleton. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Raul Neto. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Carroll in at the 3. And that's the group from Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. Carroll's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go. Here's Durant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that on Chris Middleton.
Well, Kevin Durant is used to absorbing contact on the way up, and when he's this deep, it really puts the defense in a bind.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
So 2021 saw the addition of yet another honor to the resume of the great Kevin Durant. A selection to the NBA's 75th anniversary team. I don't think he needed cementing of his legacy, but it's just one more feather in his cap.
Hampton's checked in for Şengün. And both free throws good for Durant. Even with all those accomplishments, Durant is just as hungry as ever, Doris.
BA, to me, he's always just in a competition against himself. He simply wants to play the best basketball night after night. Here's a guy who takes tremendous pride in being complete and perfecting his craft.
Carroll on target from range. Carroll's got 9. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
To the middle. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Simons.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than that. Give Kevin Durant that interior look, and he will score it.
Maxey against Simons. They get the rebound. Maxey passes to Gafford. Fades and shoots. Good on the bucket. Middleton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's butter. I mean, Middleton with one of the smoothest jump shots in the league.
Pass to Dimes. Adams with the ball. He's guarded by Gafford. Here's Hampton. 4 on the clock. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Carroll. Pass to Maxey. Shoots over Simons. That one off the back iron and out.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Now here's Maxey. 13 points in the game. Here's Carroll. Shoots. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Got it. Good job in the low post. Simons got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And we just had to see that mobile 1 drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, BA, I mean, that's such a big play here in a close game like this one. Great concentration from him. And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Hampton. Here's Dimes. Sinks it from distance.
For 3.
He's got 11.
80% shooting to start the third. 4 for 5.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Pass to Neto from deep 3-point range. And the ball out of play. The Barons will have it. And we have to take another look at that block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Okashevsky's checked in for Chris Middleton.
Alexei Pakusevsky.
Here's Durant. He has 6. Here's Dimes. Simons outside. Pass to Hampton. Adams high post. Working on Gafford. And Gafford with the block. Leaps for it. And so it looks like the Barons will retain possession here.
Baltimore ball.
Hauser, he's checked in for Durant.
Sam Hauser.
Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Ball.
Pass to Pokashevsky. Here he goes. Second chance effort. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Steven Adams.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Baltimore.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. Baltimore leading. Now a timeout called by Baltimore.
Fans, your dance team. Fans, make some noise for your dance team. There you go, fans. That was your dancers.
Maxey against Simons. Back to Hampton. 5 on the clock. From 12 feet. That one's wide left. Out to the right wing. Simons against Maxey. Back to Neto. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Neto's got 8.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Hampton. Here's Hauser. Back to Hampton. Looking to end this cold spell. Tries again. And Adams lays it in.
Adams.
Give him 8.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Back to Neto. Left side, Maxey. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Simons outside. Pass to Dimes. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, you think about Daniel Gafford being picked in the 2nd round back in 2019. But, guys, in 2021, that young man started to find his stride.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Simons. 13 points in the game. And with Gafford, Doris, he earned a 3-year, $40 million deal.
He did, B.A., and it had everything to do with what he showed as a starting caliber center in the league. His rebounding, his rim protection, and his value as a vertical threat at the cup, all very worthy of that contract.
Here's Dimes. Pass to Hampton. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Timeout.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
You look at Anthony Simons. He's been playing really well.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
Is checked in for Carroll. And here's Maxey. He's got 15. Here's Neto. Simons with a rebound. Neto's gone 3 of 10 shooting, so only 30%. Pass to Simons. Outside, Williams. For 3. And misses. Outside, Maxey. Here's Neto. Give him 8. And it's Maxey missing.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
One of the hardest things to deal with Torian Prince is trying to match his energy. This guy goes all out every time.
For your Wildcats, Torian Prince at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Toppin. He's checked in for Pokashevsky.